In May 2017, history was made in the heart of the Arabian Peninsula. U.S. President Donald J. Trump embarked on his first official foreign visit since taking office, and the destination was no ordinary one. He arrived in Riyadh, the capital of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where he was met with an unprecedented display of hospitality, grandeur, and geopolitical messaging. This was not just a diplomatic stop, it was a spectacle. A moment designed to capture global attention, to strengthen alliances, and to signal a bold new chapter in U.S. Middle Eastern relations. As Air Force One touched down at King Khalid International Airport, all eyes turned to the tarmac. Awaiting the president was a ceremonial display unlike any seen before. Instead of the customary red carpet that greets most world leaders, Trump was welcomed with a majestic purple carpet, a color deeply rooted in Saudi tradition as a symbol of royalty, power, and prestige. The rich hue set the tone for what would unfold over the next 2 days, a blending of opulence, cultural pride, and strategic diplomacy. But the pageantry didn't stop there. Trump was greeted by King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud himself, an honor reserved for only the most significant state guests. Alongside him, a troop of Arabian horsemen in flowing white thobes and golden sashes lined the entrance, each mounted on purebred Arabian horses, renowned worldwide for their elegance, intelligence, and legacy in Islamic history. These horses, galloping proudly with Saudi and American flags, served as a powerful cultural gesture. It was more than a welcome, it was a performance of pride, tradition, and symbolic unity. As the procession moved toward the royal court, Trump and his delegation were ushered into opulent halls adorned with golden chandeliers, intricately patterned carpets, and centuries-old Islamic art. Lavish banquets, traditional sword dances known as the Arda, and high-level meetings filled the itinerary. The Saudi government spared no detail in honoring the American president, an effort not only to impress, but also to solidify diplomatic rapport. However, beneath the layers of luxury and cultural ceremony lay a matter of immense strategic significance. During the visit, President Trump and King Salman signed a groundbreaking $142 billion defense agreement. The deal encompassed a range of military hardware, including tanks, missile defense systems, warships, and cutting-edge technology. It was one of the largest arms deals in U.S. history, part of a broader package that could eventually exceed $350 billion over 10 years. For Saudi Arabia, it meant bolstering its military capabilities amid regional tensions with Iran and the war in Yemen. For the United States, it meant job creation in the defense industry and a renewed assertion of power in the Middle East. This wasn't just about weapons. The agreement symbolized a reinvigorated partnership. It marked a clear shift from the cautious distance observed during the Obama administration to a more robust engagement under Trump. The visit also led to the formation of the Global Center for Combating Extremist Ideology, signaling a shared commitment to fighting terrorism, particularly ISIS and Iranian-backed groups. For Trump, this visit had multiple layers of meaning. Domestically, it portrayed him as a global leader capable of negotiating massive deals and forging strong alliances. Internationally, it allowed him to reset U.S. relations with the Arab world, a region where American influence had become increasingly complex and contested. But the trip wasn't without criticism. Human rights organizations pointed out the contradiction of celebrating democracy and freedom while aligning so closely with a monarchy accused of suppressing dissent and limiting civil liberties. Still, for many in the political and defense sectors, the visit was seen as a strategic win. As the visit concluded, images of Trump with Saudi royalty, surrounded by swords, horses, and gold, filled television screens and social media feeds worldwide. The message was clear. Saudi Arabia had chosen to honor the American president with one of the most elaborate welcomes in its diplomatic history, and Trump, in return, had offered a deal that bound the two nations closer than ever before. This moment, marked by a purple carpet, Arabian horses, and a $142 billion agreement, was not just about ceremony. It was about power, partnership, and a shared vision for regional dominance and global influence. It was a moment where tradition met strategy, and symbolism merged with substance, on the world's diplomatic stage.